I hate weddings.
Welcome to Grumble Goat. My name is Matt Labodka, and this is a show about all the small things that drive me insane. Let's grumble.
Marriage. What a joke. Am I right? They say tragedies end in death and comedies end in marriage. Because it's a joke. This sacred institution is an excuse to oppress people. We can't even decide who is allowed to get married. Over half of marriages end in divorce. Why is everybody obsessed with marriage? You have to get married. But why? Love doesn't require a marriage. You can love somebody. Two souls can find each other and enjoy each other's company and spend their life together without signing documentation. Right? Cavemen didn't have courts involved. You don't need a piece of paper in the middle of it. And don't get me started on the wedding. The wedding. That's what it's all about. It's about the wedding. It's about that beautiful, picturesque moment that we've pictured since we were a little girl. We said, oh, it's going to be a big, beautiful white wedding. It's that wedding, right? And the wedding industry loves that word wedding. Those greedy wedding insiders, they want to get to you. They're going to take advantage of that weak psychological inner child mindset. Oh, weddings are so expensive. Then you get those folks that found the loophole, right? And those folks that are like, see, I'm not going to have a wedding. See, all we're going to do is we're just going to have a justice of the peace marry us. And then we're just going to throw a big party for all our family and friends. Oh, you found the loophole. You found the secret. You're just going to have someone marry you, and then you're going to have a big party. Yeah, incredible. You figured out the secret. Now, let me just compare that to every wedding I've ever been to. All right, going over the schedule of the last couple weddings I've been to, it looks like you get married, and then you have a big party. That's what it is. Genius, you just reinvented a wedding, made it sound cheaper, but it's not. It's expensive. But then maybe you do find someone in your life. Maybe you find someone that you are in a loving relationship with, somebody that you live with and you're enjoying their company. And you know what? Maybe it's not enough. And maybe you think to yourself, maybe I do want that wedding. So then you're going to all these vendors and you're like, oh, this is getting expensive. But you realize it's not that they're jacking up the price. Maybe these are just not the type of vendors you normally go to. Because maybe if I'm going to go through the effort of having a wedding, maybe I don't want it to be a kegger at a house party. You know, maybe I'm not throwing a fraternity party here. Maybe I'm not just opening a few bottles of Skol and a few kegs. Maybe I want to have a fancy party. Maybe I want to host my family and my closest friends and my relatives at a nice party. And then while we're at it, why don't we dress nice? And heck, let's bring along a photographer and make sure we capture this moment in time and we cherish this memory for the rest of our lives. So maybe we go ahead and do this thing anyway, not because I hate weddings, but because I love Veronique. And that's the grumble.
Grumble, 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 grumble.
What?
Grumble, 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 grumble. What's got your goat?
For the latter half of the show, we'll bring in my better half, Veronique, for an unpretentious look and a segment we call
What's got your goat?
All right.
Veronique, we are back.
We did it.
We have done it.
We did the thing.
We all of that time that was spent on something else is done, and now we are back with Grumble Goat.
We're back in the studio.
We're back in
now.
the studio. Yes, Veronique, do you have a check-in for us?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought our party went swimmingly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You had a nice time?
I had a fantastic time.
All right.
I had a magical
I don't want people
time.
to get the wrong impression and think like, oh, they were just partying. It was a big ordeal.
It was a big ordeal.
Yeah.
It was magical. Things didn't go as planned. And, sometimes you got to let go
Sometimes you gotta let go.
and let God.
Sometimes let go and let God. Sometimes you just have to go with the flow.
That's right.
You
That's
can't
right.
worry about everything.
No.
Right?
I mean, I wasn't worried about anything. I knew it was all going to happen.
Yeah.
I think people were stressed around me, but
People
I
were
wasn't
stressed. Oh, but not you though.
I wasn't. The only time I lost it a little bit was the day of, because I was
Yeah.
running around more than I wanted to that
Yes.
day.
Okay.
And that I got a little upset. that
Okay,
day.
from my perspective, there might have been a couple stressful moments aside from just the day of.
Oh, definitely.
Coming from you.
Yeah, a little bit.
We've been keeping people in suspense. We have been talking about this big party
Yeah.
sort of vaguely.
Vaguely.
Yeah. Should we fill them in on
Yeah,
what the
we
party
sh-
was?
We should let them know.
Do you want to tell everybody what the big party was?
Yeah. We had a wedding.
You had a wedding?
We had a wedding.
Did you get married?
I got married.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Did you
That's
get
great.
married?
I did get married.
You got married
I
too.
did get married. I did get married.
That's so fun.
We threw a wedding.
We threw a wedding.
We threw a big wedding.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was a reasonable wedding. It was
A
great.
reasonable huge wedding.
It wasn't huge, but it was great.
It was, in my mind, enormous.
It wasn't.
It was absolutely enormous.
It wasn't.
It was probably the largest party of my life.
Yes, we did throw the largest
Not in terms
party.
of scale, in terms of import.
Yes. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was magical.
Yes.
It rained. Of course, the exact time that we were going to have the ceremony
Yes,
and take wedding
there
photos.
there was no rain. We had sunny all week.
All week.
We were setting up, and then the ceremony was scheduled for 3:30 on Saturday.
Yep.
And at 3:30 on Saturday, it started to rain.
It was going to rain.
Yeah.
Only at 3:30 though.
At 3:30, as soon as the ceremony ended, the rain let up, and the sun came back out.
Well, we had to move things to the tent. That's the thing, because everything at our party was outside.
Yeah.
Because we weren't going to worry about the rain at all.
We didn't
no
worry
matter
about the rain
what.
at all. I mean, there was a little bit of worry coming from the bridal cabin.
Well, the thing is that everything was going to plan. We had our first looks. And then as we were gathering people to take our fun wedding party photos, I hear, and I look up and there is a giant, yeah, a rain cloud just coming and like thunder. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like a drizzle, drizzle, drizzle.
The creation of our wedding,
Yeah.
our marriage,
The union.
was much like Frankenstein creating his monster. It was a dark and stormy night. Yes, the cackle of thunder in the sky. Yeah.
Anyway, but then you kind of called it now because we had our dear friend Logan marrying us.
Oh, right. Yeah. So Logan was our officiant.
Yeah.
And Logan, a friend of the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's had a couple episodes now.
He has, yeah.
Logan, friend of the podcast, he was our officiant.
Yeah.
And the way we met Logan was that we were in a play together.
Yes, we were in The
The play was
Rainmaker.
called The Rainmaker.
Yeah.
And he played the titular character,
Right.
The Rainmaker.
Rainmaker.
And so when you ask the Rainmaker to marry you, expect the rain.
Expect the rain, everyone.
It's gonna rain. Yeah.
But it actually made it more beautiful. And you know what? Everyone wanted to be in the tent from the very beginning. I was watching people from the bridal cottage just walk right up to the tent.
Yeah.
Like they wanted to be in the tent.
They didn't want to sit
didn't wanna
in the
sit and
sun.
wait.
Yeah, they wanted to sit in the shade, and the rain cooled everything down.
Yeah, it cooled
Not to
everything
mention
down.
the acoustics were better in the tent,
And the lighting, I think, was better.
and the
in
lighting was
tent.
fantastic.
So, and then that created this like mist that came up from the
Yeah.
ground while we were taking photos. I mean, it really became really, really magical. Yes. And no one missed what they didn't see. So I knew other things had to happen. And I'm very upset that it didn't happen.
But it was
Yeah.
magical.
But it was magical.
It was a whimsical garden party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We threw a whimsical garden party, and that's what the universe provided. And I also feel like with that rain coming in and kind of changing the vibe of things, like
You've brought
thought
up
it was
the
like
rain.
the best wedding.
You've brought up the rain like 8 times.
I know.
And like nobody remembers the rain.
They all remember the rain. 'Cause
Nobody
they think
remembers
it's the
the
best
rain.
part. They thought it was the best part.
No, it was incredible. The whole day was incredible and magical, and magic kept happening, and like rain happened at the exact magical moment for
It really
rain to
did.
happen,
It
and
really
then
did.
ended magically.
And it ended
Everything was
magically.
magical, and you're like, the rain
magical.
did this. The rain did nothing. The
I
rain was
know.
there just to emphasize the beauty of it all and the magic.
Yeah, and I think the universe and, our ancestors that weren't there.
Yeah, our
you know?
ancestors.
Well, you know what I mean.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, like my grandma and my dad,
Those are
you know.
ancestors.
And just let it go. And so many people are telling me just let it go all week. And I
Yeah.
was like, well, now, okay. I was planning on it.
I had 108 people coming up to me telling me that rain meant good luck.
I know.
And I heard that over and over and over and over again. And they were like, so what's the plan now?
Yeah.
Like, because I was standing there with the crowd.
Right.
I was there schmoozing.
I
And everyone
know.
kept being like, what's the plan now? And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, we wait for Veronique to make her decision.
Yeah.
I'm like, we have a rain plan, and the rain plan is we'll do it right here. But I just have to wait for Veronique to come to that conclusion.
And that's like the first step towards marriage. Wait and ask Veronique what she thinks.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a bridezilla on my hands.
I was not. I wasn't. That's the thing.
No?
I wasn't.
No.
I was determined
Determined.
to stay calm, stay happy.
Oh, determination to stay calm.
Yeah, and happy.
Yeah.
And slowly and calmly explain everything.
Slowly and calmly explain
Sure
everything.
I did.
Why are you doing that?
I didn't do that. But I didn't do that. I didn't, actually. I have witnesses
Have you
that
seen-
have complimented how well I handled everything.
Oh, yeah, you handled it great.
Thanks.
You handled it great. You were a beautiful, blushing bride. Yeah. One of my favorite parts about our little party was I think every single person in the bridal party at some point came up to me and said, do you want to print out your vows?
Oh, yeah.
Or George is asking if you want to print out your vows. 12 people came up to me and asked if I want to print out my vows. And I said no every time. And then Georgia herself came up.
Yeah.
Georgia from Elfley Farm came up.
Yeah.
And she said, send me your vows to print. And I was like, nope, I'm good. I got it all up here. She's like, you are sending those vows to me. You don't have to use the piece of paper, but you are going to have a printout of it in your pocket just in case something goes wrong.
I was happy that I did that and I wrote the vows and I didn't have to think about that anymore.
You did a little wheel of time in there.
I did. I think I did them perfectly.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Surprised you.
You know the way to my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
long literature. Speaking of bridezillas, have you ever experienced a bridezilla before? Because you weren't. You were the picture of calm.
Thanks. I really thought I did a good job.
I've seen some bridezillas.
Yeah.
I've seen some bridezilla. First problematic one that I think of is Brenda, but she wasn't bridezilla so much as just, like she didn't participate in making a wedding for herself.
Yeah.
She was like,
Yeah, no, I know. She was like bride absent, which
Yeah.
was so weird because I couldn't imagine. Like she had everything in her head and yet.
it was funny because she
When
was
it-
like, we got to where the wedding was going to happen. And
Yeah.
she was like, we're going to do the wedding here. And I was like, okay, let's do it like this. And then I walked everyone through a rehearsal.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with that wedding.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I got to tell everyone what to do. Someone's
Yeah.
got to say, here's where we'll stand.
I know. Totally.
Right.
I mean, it's not like there hasn't been disaster weddings that I've been around.
Oh, tell us one of those stories.
No, because that's no. Yes, Quinn's wedding was one of those weddings.
We seem to be the only two that wanted a successful wedding at their wedding.
It was just so strange. I didn't realize that I was in the wedding party, and then all of a sudden I was in the wedding party.
Yeah.
With no instruction.
Not just were you in the wedding party, I also had to walk down the aisle, and I was like, what am I doing here? And they're like, someone has to walk the children down. And I was
my
like,
God,
so I
you
was like,
did.
and these boys were like kicking and screaming. So like I had to like fireman carry these two boys
my
down the
God, I
aisle and then
remember.
take them out because they were screaming.
I know. It was so wild. It was so wild.
There was a wedding that I've been to that I call #perfect-wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
heard about this one.
The groom was shouting, by the end of the night, the groom was shouting, I'm gonna get annulment in the morning. Yeah, that was, I should say #perfect-wedding is ironic calling it that because it was a dessert.
Like we got a little heated based on like our
saved
dance moves.
my temper tantrum for later. Like
Yeah.
we're gonna get that in a couple months.
Oh, no.
Like I'm gonna blow up at you and scream about annulments in a couple months.
No, you're not.
I'm saving that for later because you don't want to do both things on the same night, right?
No.
The blow up fight and the wedding on the same night.
No. Gotta spread it out.
Spread it out a little bit, you know?
I know. The flashes that come back, the more I think about it, it's like, I'm like, oh, yeah, that didn't happen. Oh, well, that was weird. You know?
Yeah, you
And
keep having these negative
keep having
things,
these, like,
negative thoughts. And
negative
I just remember everything came together exactly the way it was supposed to.
everyone just had so happy to be there.
And you're like, oh, but nobody turned the glass upside right because the glass was
know.
upside
But
down.
I
And
don't
I'm
think
like,
anyone
but it was a
noticed that.
whimsical garden party.
Yeah, right.
You know, like if you go to the Mad Hatter's garden party,
Yeah.
you expect the cups to be upside down.
Oh, that's
everything
actually-
topsy-turvy.
You know what? You're right. It was all intentional.
It was all
It
intentional.
wasn't supposed
That's
to
right.
turn
All the
right
glasses,
side up
everybody that
until
attended the glassware was supposed to be
until we lit all
upside down.
the candles. Yeah, exactly. I think the best, one of the other best things that we had going on at the wedding were our goats.
Right, there were goats. Yes,
The
the,
bride and
Grumble
groom
goat
goats.
wedding had goats, giant goats. I did not see that coming.
I surprised Matt.
Yep, I was surprised. There were life-size goats.
Yes.
very large,
Very
stuffed
large.
goats,
Stuffed.
but life-size goats, but
Yes.
like stuffed goats, but
Stuffed
like
animals.
enormous.
Yeah, nothing to grumble about here. We had the most magical wedding.
Yeah, so I guess that's the end of the show.
That's the end of it.
Yeah, there's nothing to
did it.
grumble about.
I don't know what it even
Nothing to grumble
what we're
about.
talking about.
Bridezilla.
No, I wasn't. wasn't. I did want things to look the way I wanted them to look, though.
Yeah.
That I wasn't backing down on anything on that.
What other weddings do you have stories about?
Okay. Well, my friend Gabby's wedding,
Okay.
they're no longer together.
Oh, no.
That was a backyard wedding.
That was a backyard wedding. See,
And
that's the problem. You got to have it in the front yard.
No. Anyway, that was a lot of do it yourself.
Ah, yes.
A lot of do it yourself. But
Yeah.
Deirdre and I were honorary bridesmaids. She didn't have any bridesmaids, but we made ourselves bridesmaids.
Oh, you made yourself an honorary bridesmaid.
Obviously.
You bestowed the honor upon yourselves.
I mean, when you're not asked, it's a little weird. I did a good job.
Yeah.
Patience's wedding was also a front yard wedding. That was a front yard wedding.
That's good. And is that one still going?
No.
Oh,
That
okay.
didn't
So,
work.
all right.
No,
It doesn't matter
so-
which side of the house you're on. You ever gone to one of those weddings that happened in a church?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. My brother, he had a Catholic wedding. He had like a Catholic wedding.
Catholic.
That's long.
It's long.
I was little, so I
It's
think
the
I was
full
like
hour.
6 when he got married.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
Yeah.
He also got married on my birthday.
Oh, weird.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, it's fine. It doesn't. Yeah, it's fine.
Now
it's a
going
beautiful
through
day.
the
Your birthday's a
process.
beautiful day.
But I always remember their anniversary.
That makes sense that you remember that. Yeah. Because I forget my birthday every year. I need to relate it to other things.
You don't, though. You don't forget your birthday. Not at all.
And you will be judged on your memory of it
Yeah.
and your preparations for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now that we are officially
I know.
podcast co-hosts.
We're official.
So why'd you add goats to our wedding?
Oh my God, because it's so funny. I had to bring the goats and I had to bring the stuffed animals down and make a whimsical experience.
Is it, yeah, you put my stuffed animals in cages.
I know, it was so funny. The cages kept falling down or
It's like a
someone
wild
moved
science
them.
experiment.
But
Like we walked into like the animal cage and everyone it was like animal testing going on.
I had the cages open and people closed them. So that's up to society. But my cages were
They were
open.
like, this is a wedding. This is a shackle party.
Yeah. Like, no.
This is a lockdown party.
Keep them in their
This is a
cages.
wedding. There's no freedom here.
No freedom.
Yeah, we're giving up our freedoms.
Yeah.
That's what weddings are.
This has been an episode of Grumble Goat.
Thanks for listening.
I'm Matt Labatka.
I'm Veronique Hurley. Please subscribe.
I hate when people say please subscribe.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Did you get married?
I got married.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
We did it. We've conquered another one of life's little annoyances. But the truth is, what I really hate is commercials. And I'll wager you do too. And that's why Grumble Goat is proudly commercial-free. But to keep it that way, it takes the support of fellow grumblers like you. If you hate commercials, head on over to our Patreon page and see if becoming a Grumble Kid is right for you. And as always, don't forget to Grumble Goat responsibly and share with a friend.
Grumble, 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 grumble. Pa, 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 pa.